One of the toughest things to do in all of college football is win on the road. When you're a ranked team going into a hostile environment, these fans are ready to knock them off course. Welcome to McGurk Alumni Stadium in Amherst, home to the UMass Minutemen. As we'll see, the number 13 team in the country, the Buffalo Bulls. Will kick it away to start us off. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. So UMass's offense will have the football first. What a great group of receivers they run out there, and a staunch, stout defense they'll be running into. Jesse, how are they going to get open? How does this defense keep them in check?
Well, I think one thing this receiving group knows to have success in this game against this defense is it's going to take all of them. It's not just going to be one guy making all the plays. They're all going to have to be able to step up and, David, take advantage of their own individual one-on-one opportunities when those chances come their way.
Well, and I think that's what's good about this offense. Their strength in numbers. It's not just one guy that you can take away. There's several receivers that can make plays. That stresses a defense. Like, find the weakness, go after him. That guy can win. So it'll be a fun.
Breaks into the open. All the way out to the 38-yard line. It's a gain of 15. UMass quickly back to the line.
Well, there's an example of the quarterback just creating on the fly, because I think that was supposed to go to the running back on a screen, and he just saw an open guy downfield and said, I don't know, I'm just going to throw it down to this dude. He's wide open. I know it's not how we drew it up, but we'll take it.
UMass just trying to get some of that yardage back here on second down. Looking to fire. Just a short pass to the tight end. And he was able to get away from one tackle, but plenty of help was on the way. Decent pickup on that play. On third and long, he's going to have to throw for it. That was almost picked off, and what a disaster that would have been to throw a pick on the opening drive. Instead, it's fourth down. UMass will line up to punt it away. Getting our first look of the afternoon at the punter. Fair catch is signaled for and made. They'll mark it at the 12, and they'll start in a bit of a hole. So the Buffalo Bulls offense will take the field for the first time. When you get to this point in the season, Jesse, and you're in the Heisman Trophy race like this guy is, every decision, every play, every move will be magnified today.
No question this guy has the numbers, but what he's also had is Heisman moments in big games. With a lot of people watching, he has stepped up, and he's played his best football from the quarterback position. And, David, I think that's the biggest key now here at the end of the season for him, determining whether or not he can win the trophy.
And we're voters, Jesse, right? That's what we look for. Like, were you big time when your team needed the most, when you played great competition? And so far, he's checking all the boxes, man. He's been elite of elite, finishing the season strong right here.
Turning on the Jets. Big gain on that one as he steps out of bounds with a first down. The Bulls come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Quarterback making adjustments. They're in the red zone, and they'll pass it. Makes the grab. They'll get it down to the 10-yard line on that completion. The ball is right at the 10-yard line. It's first and goal. They're looking for the first touchdown of the day. Looking for the goal line. Touchdown, Buffalo! The finisher, the exclamation point on that drive. setting up for the extra point after the first score of the game.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy, the connection between quarterback, wide receiver. You can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
They'll come out on this drive and let it rip. Took a shot as he threw. Just had to get rid of that one. Good job to find another play. After the incompletion, it's 2nd and 10 from their own 25. Power football with the run. And how about the work up front by that big defensive line? UMass quickly back to the line. On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. And the Heat will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17. They bring the punter onto the field now. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. A fair catch taken just inside the 40-yard line. The Buffalo offense headed back to the field. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. Didn't put much on that one, and it's incomplete.
Man, it's easy to play defense when you can do this. When you can get to the quarterback quick and make him make a decision quick, it makes it easier for the secondary, for the linebackers, for everybody on the field.
They mark him out of bounds at the 42, and they're on the move. It's a 1st and 10 from the 42-yard line. Looking for a man. It's Lawrence. Makes the grab on the left. He stopped at the 32, picks up 10 on the play and gets the 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Here's the pressure. And it's incomplete as he threw the helium ball trying to float it in. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. The give from the gun. Creates a little space. They almost got a 1st down there. Stopped the yard short. It'll be 3rd down. And the Bulls come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to convert here. Gets it out fast. And he gets it inside the 10-yard line. They'll mark it at the 9, where it'll be 1st and goal. This offense in scoring position with a fresh set of downs. He's got it on the run. And he cruises his way to the house. Touchdown, Bulls. They score for the big fella here. Why are tight ends so effective in the red zone?
Well, these aren't the guys that are going to burn by you and go for 70 most of the time, but when you can use their big-bodied frames, threaten them to run the football and be a blocker in the running game, and now you slip them in the secondary, make that big play.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Minutemen going back to work on offense. They've gotten off to a sluggish start and need to put something together on this drive. Looking to throw on 1st down. Firing to the right, complete. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they get it out to the 36. Offense set on 1st down.
And it's frustrating as a defense when you give up that 1st down and you give up that pass play. But here we go with this offense. They're right back on the ball. You got to flush that. You got to get lined up. You got to communicate.
And they pick up just a few on that completion. UMass quickly back to the line.
And nice job by the defense staying glued to him. Getting him on the ground as soon as he catches the football. Knowing he's a threat. I'm not going to let this guy get out of my sights. Nice job by the D.
3rd and short now. They snap it from their own 46. Trying to pick it up on the ground. He just needed a yard on 3rd down, and there just wasn't any room to pick it up.
I don't like the play call. You're down this much against the best run defense in the entire country. You're just smashing your face against a wall. You're not going to get it done. To win this game, you're going to have to throw the ball to get back in.
Breaks the tackle. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a 1st down.
Well, the defense did a pretty good job that time on the option play of having someone dedicating themselves to the quarterback to get him down. Not enough to stop the offense from picking up the first down, though. The defense really needs to be keyed in on this because they're going to see this option play more and more as this game goes on.
He'll get it inside the 40. They'll mark it at the 39 before he goes out of bounds. They'll run play action. Nowhere to go, and the ball is loose. Defense swarming on that loose ball. It'll be a turnover.
Those are hard for offensive linemen when they get beat and you're going, no, look out for your blind side, watch out. But they had a great job rushing the quarterback, getting him on the ground.
Fires one high and deep. Touchdown, Buffalo! Hauled that baby in and then strolled into the end zone for the score.
This offense is so good. Man, they can hurt you in so many different ways, and they do it so quick, so explosive. They can put small drives together, big drives together. They've really had a great year, and that's why they're a top 10 offense.
That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line. They'll try to put a drive together starting from their own 12. They'll go to the ground. Navigates that mass of bodies and gets 4 out to the 17. Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6.
And offenses are majoring in this now, right? They know the jet sweep is a big part of what they do, how the defense is going to respond, and they're just
turning it on. Bust through behind his pad. Running inside the 20. Touchdown, UMass. And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing.
And maybe that's the spark this offense has been looking for. They've been searching for. They haven't kind of got anything together. They run the jet sweep. Playmaker gets the ball in his hands on the perimeter, scores the touchdown. Maybe this jump starts this offense.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. To the air, it's Lawrence. Using the back as a receiver on the screen. At the 35, he's loose. Good call, good execution as they move the chains and they have a first down at the 38. Guys, we've reached the end of the quarter and Buffalo is on top. And they were able to build that lead into double figures. Let's take a quick look at our early stats before we move on. He's going to throw deep right side. And it was worth the gamble, but the long pass is incomplete. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Making side adjustments here. Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. Can't make the connection, and the defense putting on the heat and forcing the incompletion. Now facing a 3rd and long. Gonna take a shot. And they won't be able to connect downfield, looking for a big-time play. The offense will have to use its first time out of the half. The Bulls will call on their punt team. Sends his first one of the day on its way, and that matches the number of appearances he had in that win last week. The UMass offense returns to the field. Last time they had it, they took it down the field for a touchdown. They can build some confidence that they could go back-to-back scoring drives here.
Yeah, and remember, it's not uncommon for offenses to find themselves as the game goes on. They had some things not go their way early, but they found something last drive, David. Let's see if they can build on it.
Yeah, you just pick and pick and pick until you find that place where you're like, okay, this is an advantage I have. They've clearly found that dude. They score here, we're in for a ball game.
They opened the lane, and he hit it a gain of 5 out to the 33. UMass quickly back to the line. On 3rd and short, they'll go to the power running game. They'll keep this drive moving by picking up the first down. They have it at the 36. So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. Pressure is on the way, and the pressure has arrived, and down he goes at the 30. This pass rush has just been relentless, and you can bet your bottom dollar they're about to bring the heat again. Wants to fire on second down. Pressure coming. They get to him as he throws. Good job to avoid the negative play and just get rid of that thing. The Minutemen with a ton of work to do here on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Hit as he throws. And the DB right with him to knock it away. And here comes the punt team.
Number 16, on to kick it away.
They'll put a stop to that return at about the 37-yard line. Buffalo has it back. Let's see what the Bulls offense can do. And he has had this offense clicking on all cylinders the entire game. He's been turnover-free. They're moving the ball up and down the field. A really mature performance. The offense will put it in play from the 47 on 1st and 10. Scanning the field, it's Lawrence. Quickly complete. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. And the Bulls can play this second down a lot of ways. He tosses one high and deep down the left side. Trying to find the end zone. Almost took it all the way there, but it's a huge gain, and they're set up with a 1st and goal. Trying to get the edge with a quick touch pass. His junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. They've got it down to the 3. Now it's 2nd and goal. And the pass is incomplete. Jarred loose by the hit. Now after the misfire, it leaves them with 3rd and goal from the 3. From the gun, wants to pass. Touchdown, Buffalo! Fired in from the red zone for the score.
One of the areas they really focused on with this receiver in the offseason was we need you to make more plays for us in the end zone. When we're taking shots, we need you to be able to step up and make tough catches. And David, what a grab right there.
And I think a lot of that has to do with trusting your guy, knowing where he's going to be, knowing when he's going to sit down, when he's not. So being on the same page, and then having a guy that can go get it. Just when the ball is near him, he's going to make the play, just like he did right there for 6 points.
The Minutemen going back to work on offense. There's still plenty of time, but you see that 21-point deficit, and there is a sense of urgency now. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
This offense has really struggled, and I think you're just waiting for one play, one explosive play to happen to hopefully galvanize you a bit offensively. That's not the case in there. They try to run the football in the first play of the drive, and it gets absolutely blown up for a loss.
And you got to do a better job up front right there. That run was doomed from the get-go. Nowhere to go. The back gets hit as soon as he gets the football. Hard to succeed as a running back when you get the ball and you get clobbered.
Makes his way out to the 20 before he stopped, and that'll bring up a 4th down.
Number 16.
UMass will line up to punt it away. He looks it in and makes the fair catch, and they'll have it at the 32. The Buffalo offense headed back to the field. And the veteran presence is obvious for this senior behind center. The passing game absolutely firing on all cylinders. And best of all, they've protected the football. And they get him down at the 43, but this is the kind of explosive play you want to build on. Wonder if they'll be conservative on 1st and 10. Looking to throw, it's Lawrence. Plucks it out of the air. Inside the 40-yard line and out of bounds at the 39. Offense working from the pistol. They're going to run it. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Looking to the big tight end. Got his man downfield. They've got it just outside the red zone. They'll move the chains. It's at the 21. The Bulls have it with a 1st and 10. Use the play fake. Now to throw. Bought a little time. Lets it go. Wide open downfield. And he'll haul it in and take it to the end zone. Touchdown, Buffalo!
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. And listen, a lot of times, touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. They'll start this drive going to the air. Intercepted, and the defense has set him up. He didn't get a lot on the return, but man, did he set his offense up at the 30.
And coaches and players, a lot of times, they call it instincts. But it's just a knack. It's just a feel. It's something that's inside of you. This guy consistently feels where the ball's going. That's interception number 8 on the season.
After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. Wants to go up top. Pocket breaking down. Finds a man on the right. Good job running that route to get past the sticks because he got nothing after the catch. Down to the 16-yard line, it's 1st and 10. Intercepted, and now he's up to 14. Picked up a few extra on that return, but what a play by this defense to get the football. They've got the big fellas out there, a 3 tight end look on 1st and 10. They'll start this drive with a pass. Finds his tight end. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Still some work to do after that last completion at 2nd down. Back to pass. Finds the tight end. Oh, there might have been trouble if they hadn't knocked him down so quickly. UMass to the line on 3rd and inches. They'll try to pick up the first through the air. Takes a hit as he fires. Picked off, and they ruin an early drive with the turnover. Touchdown, Bulls. What a play. Not only the interception, but the great return for the score.
And with that score, this thing is getting ugly. This offense has had their way, and not only have they had their way, now they finished the half like you're supposed to, scoring the football, building on their lead. This defense is going to have to go into half and find some answers.
He'll bring it out. It's Stackhouse. And the returner runs out of real estate as he goes down. Opening play of this drive comes from the 13-yard line. Corners right up on that line of scrimmage. Under fire. And the pressure gets him back at the 8-yard line.
You got to be impressed with this defense early in this game, guys. They've got a big lead because they are getting after the quarterback. They've already generated multiple sacks. They thought coming into this game they could take advantage of this offensive line, and that game plan is working to perfection.
And he's able to get some positive yardage before he's brought down, and that'll bring us to halftime. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Gentlemen, what else is new? A spirited environment there in Amherst. And this linebacker has left his big old paw prints all over this first half. He's been clogging running lanes and forcing turnovers, and even when he's not doing something that shows up on the stat sheet, he's preventing that offense from doing so. A young man with all-American potential. And with that, let's head back to our team inside Alumni Stadium.
All right, Kevin, about ready to get things cranked back up here. Second half just about to get started, and UMass will kick it off. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Buffalo has it back. Let's see what the Bulls offense can do. Not sure they had to adjust much as they'll try to build on this lead. Completes it in the middle. He gets those chains moving, gets it out to the 42-yard line. That's the type of explosive play you love to start a drive with. First down from the 42. Back to pass, it's Lawrence. Got his man on the right. Gets it all the way down to the 39-yard line. It'll be a first down.
A lot of smiles right now on this offense. They've got a big lead, and they're just having fun out there. They're still throwing the football. These receivers are still getting open. Pass protection is still great. This quarterback's thinking to himself, man, I'm going to be padding my stats here in the second half of this game because everything we're dialing up is working.
What will they dial up on second and a long way to go? Wants to throw again. Makes the grab. It's Shabera. Slipping, sliding, dancing his way down to the 32. And the Bulls come to the line on third and short, looking to keep this drive moving. They'll try to pick it up on the ground. Offenses gain momentum with third down conversions like that. They've got it at the 25. Good work up front to get that first down on the ground, and now they'll go back to work. Setting up the screen. There he goes. Got enough space. Touchdown, Buffalo! And they take it in for 6 more points. Like a Thanksgiving turkey. They're just being carved. No shot. They have no idea how to get in this quarterback's head.
He's on fire. Everything he's doing is working defensively. We got to figure something out. We got to try to do something a little bit different, bring more pressure. At this rate, shoot, he's on so much fire, you might as well just send everybody. Blitz everybody, live with the results, because everything else ain't working anyways.
The UMass offense returns to the field. They'll leave it with him. Gets it across the 30 to the 31, a pickup of 5.
Definitely been tough sledding for this guy, especially in the first half. They gave him the ball a bunch, but they just don't have a ton of yards on the ground to show for it at this point. That looked like a pretty good run, though. You just wonder maybe in the second half, if they keep giving him the football, it may start paying some dividends.
Second and short is a great situation to be in. And look at him. He drops back to pass the football. He doesn't have to throw the football. He wants to be aggressive, but he can just take off and scramble. Doesn't have to take a chance. Great being ahead of the sticks.
Man, the momentum is squarely on their side right now. It's starting to feel like they're running away with this one. They scored a touchdown their last time out. Now on this drive here in the third quarter, the defense makes a massive play against the run, creating a negative play. They've got the opponent going backwards.
UMass to the line, facing third and long. Here's the snap, itching to fire downfield. And this is going to be incomplete on third. The punt team makes its way onto the field. They've been busy out there to punt for the 5th time today. Yet another punt on the way. Got to make sure that hamstring stays loose. He's been busy. The Buffalo offense headed back to the field. They're starting this drive with a massive lead, and they just want to finish strong. They're working that left side. Brought down at the 31 after a pickup of 10 yards on that one. It's 1st and 10 from the 31. Use the play fake, now to throw. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have squeezed it. Working well behind the sticks on second down. He's got him this time. Breaks into the open. And he was loose and out the gate and doesn't go down until he gets to the 48-yard line.
Well, this defense is going to have to find a way to start mixing up their coverages. They're in a tough spot. They're down right now, so most people would think the opponent would...
Oh, he wants it all. Touchdown, Buffalo. They wanted to finish, and that they did on that possession. This game must be moving so slowly for this quarterback. He sees everything 2 or 3 beats ahead.
Way ahead. I mean, it's been really, really easy. I better get some more hits on him. I better do something to make him feel uncomfortable, because right now, it's just like, oh, you're running that? Yeah, that's easy. I mean, he's already read your mail. You better change the address, do something different.
The Minutemen going back to work on offense. They just didn't quite find the rhythm on that last drive, Jesse. They had to punt it.
I think they got to be more physical, David. I think up front they got to do a better job getting blocks and establishing this running game.
And how easy does football become if you're the more physical team? If you can threaten the run and then run play action, it opens up the whole offense at your disposal.
Makes the catch. No chance to run, but they still move it forward.
Complete some of these hitch throws early, you're setting up the hitch and go. Later on, you can pump fake that, and then the receiver can pirouette right up the sideline. That might be a home run play for the offense.
Oh, they're after him. They reached into the bag of tricks on third down, and it did not work. UMass will line up to punt it away. They're up to a half dozen kicks today. Fair catch called for and taken at the 30-yard line. Buffalo has it back. Let's see what the Bulls offense can do. They've been dominant, and now they'll try to execute to their own standard. Looking to pass. It's Lawrence. Get it out on the screen. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Throws to the tight end. Complete to the left. And an explosive play has him on the move, and he gets it all the way to the 48-yard line.
Well, there are a lot of offenses out there that would probably be a little bit more conservative when you've got a lead like this in the third quarter, but when you've got the playmakers these guys have in the skill positions throwing the football, you should keep airing it out, and that's exactly what they're doing now.
The Bulls have a lot of options on second and inches. The play action fake. Fires to the wideout. He's got an open man. And another big game for this offense. They are putting explosive pass after explosive pass up in this one. And the Bulls look to keep this drive humming. Working that left side now. That completion will take it inside the 4, and the offense is threatening.
You know, it's one thing to have all the accolades preseason and have all the expectations, but it's another thing to be able to go out and execute week in, week out. He's done that. He now has over 1,500 receiving yards on the year.
He's trying to get it in. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. The Bulls are in the hurry-up. On third and goal, they'll try to throw it in. And he was shooting for the end zone there, and they couldn't make the completion. So the offense will try to punch it in here on fourth and goal from the 1. It's complete to the left. How about that defense rising up and stopping him short on fourth down? The Minutemen backs against the wall deep in their own end here on first down. They'll run it to the right. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. And talk about spreading the ball around. Everyone getting a chance to show off the hands based on the number of targets we've seen. As we enter the fourth quarter, let's see if anything memorable can come from this one. It'll be second down as we open the final stanza. They'll keep it on the ground. And the defense makes the stop after a minimal gain.
That's a fantastic play by the linebacker. He has such tremendous instincts. As soon as he sees run, he's coming downhill. He's got great speed. He gets you on the ground. That's why he's one of the best linebackers in the entire country.
They stop him after a short game, probably just wanted to mitigate the losses with fourth down coming. UMass will line up to punt it away. Sometimes avoiding disaster is the best thing. The punter just gets it out of there. He will make the fair catch just a few yards shy of midfield. The Buffalo offense headed back to the field. And they've gotten a superb performance from their senior quarterback. And he's thrown it all over the place. Been a bit of a mismatch, candidly, Jesse.
I think there were high expectations for this guy coming into the year, but I don't know if anyone thought it would look this good. He has been so dialed in today. When he's doing the work during the week leading up to the game, boy, oh boy.
And the quarterback will be slung down back at the 43. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, a check down would be the last resort. That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up 4th down. And the Bulls will send out the punt unit. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. He'll field the punt and try to make something happen. They're able to put a stop to that return right at the 30-yard line. The UMass offense returns to the field. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, hoping for better fortune this time around. The gift to the back. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play. A negative play to open the drive. Let's see what they've got on 2nd and 14. Looking to fire. And the ball comes out. What a disastrous play. Defense grabs the football, and there he goes. Touchdown, Buffalo! And they turn it into a defensive score.
Man, defenses are always trying to force turnovers, to get the ball back to their offense, make those big plays. You know what the cherry on the sundae is? When you force the turnover, the pill hits the ground, you scoop it up, and you take it all the way back to the house. Huge play for this defense.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Offense making its way onto the field to start the drive. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. UMass just trying to get some of that yardage back here on 2nd down. Rush is on him. He'll try to do it himself. They get him on the ground, didn't see anything downfield, but made a little something out of it. The Minutemen a bit behind the sticks here on 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Here comes the heat. And here comes the heat, and they get home, and they get him at the 21. UMass will line up to punt it away. He's going to try to flip the field with this one. Not going to risk a return here. Calls for the fair catch and makes it just around the 30-yard line. Buffalo has it back. Let's see what the Bulls offense can do. And this senior really has command of the entire attack right now. The aerial attack has been precise. They put up big numbers. They put points on the board. It has just been superb. So now it's 2nd and long. Leaves it with the running back. Oh, he's got some space. And how about that? What the doctor always ordered, an explosive play to the 40.
Well, on that one, they decide to attack the left outside on the ground, and you see the speed by the ball carrier there, Reese, picking up a huge chunk of yards.
Now, I can't imagine any reason they wouldn't just run that play again.
If it ain't broke, don't fix it. Why not just go back to the well one more time?
The Bulls come to the line with a new set of downs. To the air, it's Lawrence. On target over the middle. Works his way to the 4-yard line, and they'll have it 1st and goal.
Man, it's crazy. Every time I watch this guy play, it's as if he's playing in a video game, because that's the kind of numbers he's putting up. Every single week he's doing this. It's ridiculous. He is rewriting the...
Touchdown, Bulls. Grab the short pass to put the 6 on the board.
Man, this has been a complete performance. The defense has been lights out, and the offense, obviously, just continues to pour it on. This is what you call having a great day. Putting it all together, offense, defense, complementary football.
And he hauls it in, and everybody's on the edge of their seats. And the returner is stopped. The Minutemen going back to work on offense. They didn't get much done the last time they had it. Had to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Good blocking up front. Great job following it. He's got 6 to the 18.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
Let's see what they have in the bag on 3rd and short from their own 18. From the gun, wants to pass. And the defense makes a play, sacking him back at the 10. UMass will line up to punt it away. They'll look to pin him deep. He gets it away from his own end zone. Now a fair catch is called for and made just shy of midfield. The Buffalo offense headed back to the field. And when you've been around a while, as this guy has behind center, you expect this. Lost one deep down the right side. He caught it! And we have breaking news. They score yet another touchdown.
And it hasn't mattered what they've called guys offensively all game long or who's been on the field, what personnel groupings there have been. They're simply executing at a higher level than this defense, and they're keeping their foot on the pedal here in the 4th quarter.
77, UMass 7.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. And the offense takes over to dip into its bag of ball plays. They'll try to pop the draw. Very little running room, if any, and he just hasn't had anywhere to go in this one. That will take us to the 2-minute timeout, and not much time left for this offense to put together a miracle. Backed up now, here's 2nd and long. Wants to go up top. Fires to the big fella. And they get him down.
And I know this football game is over, but we got to keep fighting. We got to keep finding something, some kind of rhythm in this offense, something we can hang our hat on that we do really, really well. Listen, the intermediate passing game like this has taken over college football, short to intermediate. So if they can find some of this, it'll help their offense moving forward.
The offense setting up shop at the 46, 1st and 10. Wants to throw on 1st down. Here's a heat. Got rid of it just in time.
And this defense has put a game together. Like, it is hard to put all the facets of defense together. Run defense, pass defense. They've been so good, man. Dialed in. You could tell they were ready. They were fast. They were physical. They dominated this football game today.
A sensational grab down the field there as they try to at least put a positive spin on the end of this game. This offense just gets a bolt of energy when they get a play like that. Now they're in the red zone, 1st and 10 from the 20. Turning it on! He's forced out of bounds inside the 5 at the 4, and they save the touchdown, at least for now. That was just a perfectly choreographed screen. The line got out on time. The running back had a wall in front of it.
And I think the quarterback did a really good job of selling pass and then kind of dodging the pass.
And he's all bottled up, and now it's worse. The ball's loose. They recover their own fumble. Somehow. Who knows how they got that thing back? This is what you're looking for when you have the better team. Go out and show it. Don't fool around with them. Go out and play to a standard of excellence.
Just dominate. You know you're going to take care of business. You know you're going to win. It's like how many? How many can I win by? And I like that you keep your foot on the gas and just continue to pile it on. It's their job to stop you. Let them do their job. You just keep pouring on.
It's not about the X's and the O's. It's the Jimmies and the Joes. This is why recruiting is so important in college football. They just had better players. More physical. They were faster, and it showed today.
Thanks so much for spending some time with us. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.